Lil Durk didn't just text the man accused of killing King Von. He allegedly sent a deleted Instagram DM that just leaked, and it's so cold it might end OTF as we know it. What the hell was Durk even doing in that man's inbox? Was he threatening him? Was he warning him? Or was he saying something so much darker that he had to delete it the second it went through? Word on the street is the message changes everything we thought we knew about loyalty in Chicago, because if Durk really reached out to Von's killer, then the whole OTF stands on business narrative just got blown wide open. Sources close to the situation are saying the DM surfaced at the worst possible time, right when Durk's federal case is heating up and the streets are already questioning who's really solid. This isn't some blurry screenshot or fake leak. This is a deleted message that somebody saved, and now the entire drill world is staring at it in complete disbelief. Stay right here because what that DM allegedly says next is going to make you question every single video, every interview, and every free Durk post you've ever seen. You cannot scroll away from this, because once you hear what Durk supposedly wrote to Von's killer, there's no going back. Lil Durk didn't just text the man accused of killing King Von. He allegedly sent a deleted Instagram DM that just leaked, and it's so cold it might end OTF as we know it. But here is where it gets interesting. The message didn't leak from some random hacker. Sources close to the situation claim it came from someone inside the circle, someone who allegedly saw the DM before Durk could fully delete it and decided the streets needed to know. Now the entire Chicago drill scene is on fire because this one private conversation is forcing everybody to re-examine everything they thought was solid. Let's start with what we know for sure so you understand why this leak is so dangerous. King Von was shot and killed outside an Atlanta hookah lounge on November 6, 2020. The man widely accused and later charged in connection with his death was a member of Quando Rondo's crew. That part is documented. That part is public record. But what isn't public until now is any direct communication between Lil Durk and that same circle after the murder. According to insiders who spoke on condition of anonymity, the deleted DM was sent sometime in late 2023, years after Von's death, during a period when Durk was still dropping diss tracks and the OTF versus everyone tension was at its peak. The message was reportedly short, direct, and allegedly contained a phrase that made the recipient screenshot it immediately. Stay right here because this is the part that nobody is talking about yet. Word on the street is the DM allegedly started with Durk asking a very specific question about that night in Atlanta. Not a threat. Not a diss. Something much more personal. Something that sounds less like gang business and more like unresolved business between two sides that were never supposed to be talking. And this is where the real chaos begins. Because if Lil Durk, the same man who built his entire image on loyalty to King Von and OTF, was sliding into the DMs of the man accused of taking his brother's life, then we ride together, we die together motto suddenly looks very different. Fans who have been screaming "Free Durk" for months are now sitting in their group chats asking the same terrifying question. Was Durk really mourning Von? Or was he managing the situation from both sides? Now here is the twist that makes this leak even more explosive. Sources claim the deleted message wasn't a one-time thing. Allegedly, there was a short exchange, maybe 3 or 4 messages back and forth, before Durk realized the conversation had been screenshotted and immediately tried to delete everything. But by then it was too late. Someone saved it. Someone kept receipts. And now that receipt is circulating in Chicago group chats faster than a new Durk song. The timing couldn't be worse for Durk. His federal RICO case is still active. He's facing serious charges that could put him away for decades. And right when his legal team is trying to paint him as a victim of street politics, this leaked DM drops like a bomb. Prosecutors love nothing more than private messages that contradict the public image. If this DM gets entered into evidence, it could be devastating. But here is what they allegedly did not want you to find out. According to people close to the OTF camp, Durk wasn't the only one who knew about this conversation. A small circle inside the crew allegedly saw the messages before they were deleted. Some of them reportedly told associates that Durk was trying to keep peace or get information. Others are staying completely silent, which in Chicago usually means they don't want to pick a side yet. The streets are split right down the middle. One side is defending Durk hard, saying any real boss would communicate with the other side to prevent more bodies. The other side is calling it straight betrayal. Von's own family and close friends have not spoken publicly yet, but sources claim they are livid. One alleged quote circulating from someone in Von's circle says, "We lost our brother, and the man who was supposed to ride the hardest is texting the other side?" That's crazy. Because this isn't just about one deleted DM. This is about a pattern. This is about years of tension inside OTF that the public never fully saw. This is about money, power, loyalty, and the question that keeps getting louder every hour: who is really running OTF now? And right now, the entire city of Chicago is waiting to see if Lil Durk will address this leak, or if he'll stay silent like he deleted the message. And right now, the entire city of Chicago is waiting to see if Lil Durk will address this leak, or if he'll stay silent like he deleted the message. But here is where it gets worse. According to multiple insiders who have seen the full exchange, the deleted DM wasn't just Durk asking a casual question. Sources claim the message allegedly contained a line that shocked even the person on the receiving end. One alleged quote from the leaked conversation that is now spreading like wildfire reportedly read, "You already know what it is. Just make sure it don't happen again." That single line has the streets going absolutely crazy. Because if Durk really sent something that sounds like a warning, or worse, like an understanding, then the narrative that OTF was always united against Von's killers starts crumbling fast. People are pulling up old Durk interviews where he swore loyalty to Von until death. They're replaying clips of him crying on stage, dedicating songs to Von, and now they're asking the painful question nobody wanted to ask. Was all of that performance? Or was there a deeper game being played behind the scenes? The timing of this alleged DM is what makes it so damaging. Sources close to the situation claim it was sent during the exact same period when Durk was dropping some of his most emotional Von tribute records and when the Justice for Von campaign was at its peak. While the public was seeing Durk mourning in music videos and Instagram posts, he was allegedly texting the other side in private. That contrast is brutal. And this is the part that nobody is talking about yet. Word on the street is that this wasn't Durk's first time reaching out. Insiders are now claiming there were multiple quiet attempts at communication between certain OTF members and the opposing side after Von's death. All done under the radar while the public was fed the "we want smoke" narrative. If that's true, then OTF wasn't just losing soldiers in the streets. They were allegedly losing trust from within. The public reaction has been nuclear. Von fans are feeling completely betrayed. Comment sections under every Durk post are flooded with "you really texted the nigga who killed Von," and "OTF died with Von." Even some longtime Durk supporters are turning. One viral tweet that already has over 40,000 likes reads, "I defended this man for years and now I find out he was in the DMs of Von's killer? I'm done." But here is what they allegedly did not want you to find out. According to people who have seen more context around the messages, Durk wasn't the only high-profile name involved in these quiet conversations. Sources claim at least 2 other major Chicago figures knew about the exchange and allegedly told associates to keep it quiet. That means this leak doesn't just burn Durk. It could expose an entire network of back-channel talks that the streets were never supposed to know about. Stay right here because it gets even more dangerous. The federal case against Durk is already built on allegations of murder for hire and conspiracy. Prosecutors don't need much to paint a picture of a man who plays both sides. If this deleted DM gets officially introduced in court, it could be used to show a pattern of communication with rival factions. Legal analysts are already saying on live streams that this one leaked message might be more damaging than any song lyric prosecutors have used so far. Meanwhile, OTF is in complete chaos internally. Sources claim some members are refusing to speak to Durk until he explains himself. Others are allegedly telling their teams to stay quiet and let the storm pass. The unity that OTF always projected to the world now looks fractured, and the streets are watching every move. Every new screenshot, every new voice note, every new alleged quote that drops is making the situation uglier. People are digging up old Durk and Von footage side by side with this leaked DM, and the contrast is painful. The man who once said Von was my brother is now being accused of texting the man who took his brother away. And the biggest question hanging over Chicago right now is simple but deadly. If Durk was really communicating with Von's killer, then who else has he been talking to? And the biggest question hanging over Chicago right now is simple but deadly. If Durk was really communicating with Von's killer, then who else has he been talking to? Stay right here because this is the part that changes everything. Sources close to the situation are now claiming the leaked DM wasn't an isolated incident. According to insiders, there were allegedly multiple deleted conversations over several months, not just with one person but with different figures connected to the opposing side. One alleged exchange reportedly included Durk asking for clarification about what happened that night in Atlanta, while another message supposedly mentioned making sure the streets stay quiet. If these claims are true, then the entire OTF image that was built on loyalty above all starts looking like one of the biggest smokescreens in drill history. Now here is the revelation that reframes everything. While Durk was publicly dropping tracks like HHHHA and All My Life paying tribute to Von and keeping the Free Durk movement alive, he was allegedly maintaining private lines of communication with the very people the streets blamed for Von's death. That contradiction is what has Chicago completely stunned. The man millions defended as the last real one standing is now being painted as someone who allegedly played both sides when it suited him. And this is what they allegedly did not want you to find out. The leak didn't just come from nowhere. Sources claim someone inside OTF who felt betrayed by the direction the crew was going saved the messages for months and waited for the perfect moment to release them. That moment allegedly arrived right when Durk's federal case is getting heavier and when questions about leadership inside OTF are louder than ever. Timing like this doesn't feel random. It feels coordinated. The public backlash is now reaching dangerous levels. Von's family and close friends have stayed mostly silent, but people close to them say they are furious and feel disrespected. In group chats and private conversations, the sentiment is reportedly the same. We lost our brother, and the man who was supposed to hold it down was texting the other side? Even some of Durk's biggest supporters are turning. Comment sections under his posts are flooded with "delete the whole page," and "OTF died when Von did." The divide is so deep that former allies are unfollowing each other in real time. The streets that once rode hard for Durk are now asking the one question he cannot afford to ignore: where was the loyalty when it mattered most? But here is where it gets even darker. With Durk facing serious federal charges, this leaked DM could become evidence. Prosecutors love private messages that show communication with rival factions. Legal experts are already saying on camera that if the full thread is recovered and authenticated, it could be used to paint Durk as someone who maintained relationships with both sides while publicly playing the victim. That single deleted conversation might be more damaging than any song or interview prosecutors have used so far. Meanwhile, OTF as an organization is in complete chaos. Insiders claim some artists and members are refusing to record or perform until Durk addresses the leak directly. Others are allegedly telling their teams to distance themselves quietly. The unity that was once OTF's biggest strength now looks like its biggest weakness. Every new day brings more alleged screenshots, more voice notes, and more questions. People are replaying every Durk and Von moment with fresh eyes, looking for signs they missed. The man who built his career on brotherhood is now being accused of the ultimate betrayal. And here is the new question nobody saw coming. If Durk was willing to delete messages with Von's killer, what else has he deleted? What other conversations? What other deals? What other secrets are still buried in phones and hard drives across Chicago? Because if this one DM leaked, how many more are waiting to surface? The streets are no longer just watching. They're waiting. And the longer Durk stays silent, the louder the speculation becomes. So there you have it. One deleted Instagram DM has shaken the entire foundation of OTF, turned loyal fans against each other, and forced Chicago to ask the hardest question in drill history: was the loyalty real, or was it all just business? This story is still unfolding in real time. New leaks are dropping daily. New voices are speaking out. And the biggest twist might not have even surfaced yet. Now I'm talking directly to you. If this leaked DM made your stomach drop, if it made you question everything you believed about Durk and OTF, then hit that like button right now. Your like actually helps push this truth further because the algorithm buries stories that challenge the mainstream narrative. Drop your real thoughts in the comments. No cap. No fake loyalty. Answer this one question honestly. If you were in Durk's position after losing your brother, would you ever send a message to the other side? Or is any contact with Von's killer unforgivable? Be honest. The comment section is about to go crazy, and I want to see where y'all really stand. If you want more raw, no-filter breakdowns like this the moment they happen, smash subscribe and turn on notifications. We don't wait for the news. We bring you what they don't want you to see. This one hit different, didn't it? I'll see you in the next video, because something tells me this story is far from over.